Hey guys, welcome to CoreGuide, and today in this section we'll discuss the topic OS library, starting with the slide presentation, and then we'll move towards the implementation part. So OS library is the most important library, and it is used to interact with the operating system using Python. As the definition, it provides a way for Python program to interact directly with the operating system functionality, and it enables stuff like file system navigation, process management, and accessing environment variables. So Python has a built-in library called OS, and it lets you work with the file system, directories, and environment variables. Now you can also think of it like a tool that helps Python talk to your computer operating. Now, what is the OS module here? The OS module allows Python to access files and folders here. We can create, rename, or delete files folder, and also work with the environment variables and run operating system command. And navigating and querying the file system, it allows your Python code to determine the current working directory and the list of the content of the directory. And you can change the current directory or check if specific files or directories exist. Now, first of all, we need to import the OS. We'll see the implementation part in brief here in the another part of the presentation. First of all, we need to import the OS. So we'll just type import OS and navigating the file system. So for getting the current working directory, so we just need to mention os.get current work cwd, os.get cwd, that is the current working directory, and we'll just by running this command or the code we can get the current directory. We can also list the files present in our directory. Just mention os.list dir and you will get the list of files present in the directory. You can also change directory. Just mention os.csdir, that is the change directory, and you can change the directory. Now also the querying the file system. So if you want to check if a file or folder exists, just mention the os.path.exist and the file name, and you can check if the file or folder exists. And we can also check if it is the if a particular file is a file or a directory. Just mention os.path.is file and mention the file name. Or if you want to check for the directory, just mention the folder name os.path.is directory and folder name. And in this way, we can query our files and directories. Now, for manipulating files and directories, we can create a folder also. So the OS library offers functions to create new directories or remove existing ones, and it also provides tools for renaming or deleting files within the file. For example, we have for creating a folder, we just need to mention os.mkdir and the folder name, and we'll create a folder, new folder name. We can create the folder, and we can also rename a file or folder. Just mention os.rename and the old file name and comma the new file name in string, and you can basically rename the any file or folder. We can also remove a file. Just mention os.remove and the file name, and the file will be removed. If you want to remove an empty folder there, just mention os.rmdir, that is the remove directory and the folder name, and the folder will be empty folder will be. Now working with paths and environment, it includes the OS path module for robustly constructing, creating and inspecting file paths in a way that works across different operating systems, and it allows access to system environment variables which can be used to configure program behavior without changing the. Now for to join the path, that is the cross platform, we just need to mention the path os.path.join the folder, comma, the file name. So we can join paths here, and we can also split file and directory. Just mention the directory, comma, file equal to os.path.split and the file name. Can also get the file extension. So we need to mention os.path.split split text, and we mention the, for we are working with CSV, then we mention the file name and we'll get the file extension. Now working with environment variables, we can get an environment variable. Just print os.get env, that is to get the environment, and you can type any which is currently existing. Suppose I have named home, so I can print or I need to paste the home there, and I will get an environment variable. We can also set an environment variable temporarily. Just mention os.environment, and in the square bracket mention the variable name and mention the value. An important note is to change to the OS environment are temporary and lost after the script. And now the summary of all the things we have learned from the slide is that the OS model gives Python the power to interact with the file system. You can create, delete, and manage files and folders. It helps work with paths and environment settings, and is useful for automation, file handling, and sim level script. Now we'll move towards the implementation part where you will get more better understanding.